Hey everybody, it's Heather. So in this video today, I'm going to be talking about getting your BSN, Bachelor's of Science in Nursing, when you have graduated from an ADN program when getting your RN license. So just a little bit of a disclaimer, I'm going to be kind of talking about some basic type things, but it's mainly relevant to my personal experience in getting my BSN. Every college is different, every experience is different, so your experience may vary, so just an FYI. But anyways, if you've been following my channel for a little while, you know I've had kind of a long journey in my nursing career so far. I was a CNA, then I was an LVN, and then last year in May of 2014, I graduated and I got my RN, ADN, and I've been working as an RN ever since. So whenever I graduated from my ADN program, I decided to go ahead and immediately enroll in a BSN program and get that just kind of out of the way. I didn't want any obstacles to keep me from getting my BSN. I had kind of been on this long track road of getting, license and degree after degree, and I felt like if I got rid of that momentum, it would be very hard for me to go back. So I don't necessarily think that you have to immediately go back and get your BSN right after finishing your ADN, but it is an experience that I felt like I needed to just kind of get done and get out of the way so I didn't get lazy or complacent in my time working. So as you guys know, I live in Texas, and so I chose to go and get my BSN from Texas Tech University. I had all of the prereqs for this particular school. That's one of the main reasons I chose it. So there was a couple of other really good options for me, but I would have had to take extra prerequisite programs or classes, and I just didn't really want to take anything else that wasn't directly nursing related. So that's one of the main reasons I chose Texas Tech. Also, they have a great reputation. They had affordable tuition, and they also have a really excellent master's degree program, which I'm interested in obtaining my master's degree at some point in my career. So that was really important to me. I didn't want to go to a school that didn't have a brick and mortar, didn't have a good reputation, and wasn't going to be transferable into getting my master's. So that was something that I kept in mind, and something you might keep in mind as well if you want to obtain your master's degree at some point. So one of the main things that you need to look at in regards to getting your BSN is, do you have all the prerequisites for that BSN program? They require extra prerequisites that are not required in an ADN program. Some of these requirements might include classes like statistics. When I took my ADN program, it didn't require statistics. I believe they require that now, so that might be something that's being changed, but that was something that I had to take. I also had to take a chemistry class, I had to take nutrition, and I had to get some of those basic core education requirements out of the way, like history, government, things like that. So make sure when you are looking for a BSN program that you have the prerequisites that they're looking for. Otherwise, you will have to take those extra to get into the program. So once I had all those done, once I graduated, I immediately applied to the program, and I was lucky enough to get accepted. So with my particular program, it was either a 2-semester or a 3-semester degree plan. I chose to take 3-semester degree plan because I was doing an RN residency, and I didn't want to be overwhelmed with the residency classes and regular BSN classes, and I honestly wasn't sure of the difficulty level. So I started last August, and I will finish this August. I have one more class left, so super exciting. But a little bit about the classes that you take in a BSN program. Like I said, again, certain schools are going to have different types of classes, but I think overall, whether they're probably called different names, a lot of the curriculum is the same. So the main things I've noticed in my BSN program is there is a lot of emphasis on research and evidence-based practice. That's something that's been huge with my classes, but in general, I've taken classes regarding research and evidence-based practice. I've taken classes regarding leadership and management. I've taken classes regarding nursing informatics. I've taken classes regarding nursing theory. I took what's it called? An elective class, and mine was about care coordination for seniors, just because I take care of a lot of geriatric population at my hospital, and also I worked in long-term care and hospice, as you guys know. So that was interesting to me. The main types of assignments you submit for these classes are discussion board postings, where the instructor will give you a topic, you must discuss it, and then you must also respond to your other fellow peers' responses to create a discussion type thing. Almost everything you do in the BSN program has has to be very precise. You have to have scholarly references to back up anything that you're saying, and you must post everything in APA format. Other schools might do like MLA format, but my specific school did APA format. We also used the manual here to help make sure that our postings were as correct and precise as possible. So I highly recommend, if you have a class that requires you to do APA format, to get the publication manual, because it will help guide your postings and make sure you don't get points taken off unnecessarily. My first paper that I did in the program, I did not realize how serious they were about APA format, and while I still made a decent grade, I would have gotten a lot better grade if I would have taken the APA format more seriously and really paid attention to my correct use of the style. So those are some of the things that you do. We write papers. Hey everybody, so sorry, my camera battery died, and so I'm filming this way later after it charged. But anyway, so as I was saying, is you have to write papers in the BSN program. That's a big focus other than the discussion board postings. Again, you must really be good with your APA format and your scholarly references, things like that. You might have to write a paper about issues and trends in nursing. You might have to write a paper about adverse drug events. It could be really any number of topics. I took a population health class. We had to write a paper about a vulnerable population, so we wrote about a homeless population because that's very prevalent in my city. There also are no clinicals in the BSN program. You're already an RN, you're already licensed, you don't really need to be doing clinical type things. Instead, they have what you call, or what we call clinical field experiences, and those were when you had to contact somebody as a member of the profession and find out what their nursing job was. I had to interview somebody who was involved with nursing research, I had to interview a nurse leader and manager, I had to interview a RN case manager, and then I also interviewed a pharmacist to find out about drug events and things like that. So while those are interesting, I didn't particularly like doing those because it was really hard to get somebody who had time to actually sit down and talk to you. When you're writing emails to these people, seeing if they can get together with you, their response to your email sometimes takes a long time, and they're not really worried about you getting your assignment done. It all falls on you, which is totally understandable. So that was something I wasn't a super big fan of, especially in a 5-week time span. If they don't respond to your email very quickly, your assignment's going to be due before you know it. So I don't know if other programs do that. They were interesting assignments, but the actual completion of them could be difficult at times. So yeah, as far as the structure of the program, like I said, I did a three semester program. Each semester, each class was broken into 5-week classes. The first semester I took 3 classes, so it was 5 weeks, 5 weeks, 5 weeks. Every week and one assignment would be due. The second semester I took 12 hours, so 4 classes. So at one time 2 classes overlapped. Taking one class per 5 weeks is very easy, very doable. I would sit down 1 day a week, work on my school assignment, and turn it in. When you had two classes at a time and 2 assignments due each week, it definitely increased the workload. Essentially, it doubled it. So I would spend 2, maybe even 3 days when I was off working on the assignments. So if you're doing the 2-semester type program, you're definitely most likely going to be doubled up the whole time. So something to keep in mind. But overall, I still felt it was very, very doable. The assignments aren't hard. They're just time consuming is the main thing. So you really have to set down a good chunk of time and really focus on the assignments. Really, it's hard. The main hard part is finding the resources and the references that you want to make your paper and your discussions valid. So yeah, like I said, I'll be finished in August, guys. I've really enjoyed my experience. I'm really glad that I went ahead and did it and didn't wait. It could be definitely hard if you are out of school for a little while, you're not in the swing of things. So I think if you have the time, have the drive, have the money, go ahead and just get it done. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching my videos as always. I really appreciate it. I am going to make a video about night shift nursing here soon. Somebody also requested something about nursing job interview and resume tips, so I will try to make something related to that as well. If you have any other ideas or suggestions for me, just let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much. Bye.